had announced last year that work would start in 2021. No new date has been announced. Disasters hit on swampy land and almost part of it has sunk below sea. And while on Gareth Bell, found a member of the soul funk band called the Gang to die. He was 60. Their biggest hits include Celebration, Ladies' Night and Jungle Bliss. BBC News.
Thank you very much for that news update. Hello, welcome to Newsday. Alan Kasija and Bolamosoro Media.
What can and what should you do as more and more Belarusian opposition leaders find themselves behind bars or outside the country? A little later we'll talk to a veteran in European politics, the former Swedish Prime Minister, Carl Bildt. And if you want to get in touch on that or any other story we bring you, Alan, how do they get in touch?
Well, very simple. Text us. You can actually start by doing a quick search on Facebook. You'll find us on Facebook, BBC World Service, or on Twitter, or just WhatsApp us, text us, +447786 20 50 85.
We start in the United States where fires raging across California on the west coast of the United States. Residents have said it's like the apocalypse. 2 million acres of land have been burnt through, with the blaze destroying homes, businesses, and taking lives in the process. People have described the sky in the morning resembling the night, with a dark orange rather than blue. Veronica is in Santa Cruz, and she's been volunteering with one of the disaster assistance.
Just across California, north and south, and then today exploded into Oregon and also into Washington. So quite a lot of people are being evacuated, losing their homes and losing their lives today.
Now, Veronica, what aspect have you been dealing with? Where have you been doing? Who have you had to help so far with the disaster aid team?
I am part of Disaster Assistance, which is a loose group of volunteers who came together after Hurricane Harvey to help people in disasters. I work all remote now, and we are mostly on Facebook and Twitter. We have quite a wide reach, and there are a number of us from various countries like Australia and New Zealand, and certainly California in the United States. And we help them with information, with finding resources, with being able to find maps, evacuation routes, to know what to do when to evacuate, if they can't evacuate, what to do to survive.
And it's interesting because I believe you have gone through this yourself.
Yes, thank you. I'm in Santa Cruz. So for the first time after years of doing this, we had a fire, a very large fire here at the lightning complex. This was sparked by a number of lightning strikes in the middle of the night here. And I evacuated about 2 weeks ago with my husband when another round of dry lightning strikes was predicted to happen. And we were right on the edge of the evacuation zone, and we had to decide what we were going to do. And in the end, we found that the world became very, very hushed and quiet. Things became dark. It felt like the world was going to sleep. There was no bird song. The air was thick with ash, like a gray, gritty snow. And our skin and our throat got dry as if you've been standing too close to a campfire. And then suddenly the scent of dirt and ash.
Right. This is not right. We need to really think about it, and maybe we need to go. Then every few minutes we would say, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking that given you've experienced this firsthand, just seeing this cloud of ash over your head and the terror, just describing how your throat closed, I wonder how this is now helping you, or what this now means for you when you're helping others who are being evacuated. What you're telling them.
It really helps to understand.
We'll go into sort of a panic that alternates with denial, and I don't think I understood that even as a psychologist myself, that you're saying, oh my God, my house, my home, my love, my life could be gone at any second. And then the next moment you're going, but wait a minute, maybe we're overreacting, let's have some cake, let's have some more cake, we're going to be fine. And then again, oh no, we really need to think about leaving right now, we need to go back and forth. So I understand why people freeze in a disaster. They don't want to evacuate and they wait, and it's that waiting that can be really deadly for yourself, for your loved ones, for your neighborhood, for your pets.
And now the trauma of having to be relocated, now going to an unknown, that in itself must be very hard for people as you're now dealing with the immediate business
really is, and I really also didn't appreciate that when I worked through the campfire and such a deadly fire. They actually had to evacuate again part of it today. That I would say one day just go. They should just go. But when you think about actually driving away, you may never see your home or neighborhood again, and then you're going somewhere else, wherever that is, however welcoming the people may be are very welcoming. It's devastating. So that you have an umbilical cord between yourself, your own heart, and your home, and it stretches and stretches and stretches until you get to where you're going. But you can't look forward. You have to keep looking back because you're attached and you want to know what's happening to my life here.
And she's Veronica Tony, who's a volunteer in Santa Cruz, who's one of the disaster teams.
Leader of the Belarusian Opposition Coordination Council, Lizzie, is being protected in a home by her Kiev diplomat. Svetlana Alexievich, Nobel laureate, has accused President Lukashenko of terrorizing his own people since last month's repeated election. 6 other members of the Coordination Council have either been forced into exile or detained along with 7,000 other people, according to the United Nations. And joining us now is Carl Bildt, he's the co-chair of the European Council on Foreign Relations and former Prime Minister of Sweden. Good to have you on Newsday, sir. Starting with Svetlana Alexievich, the Swedish ambassador was among those offering protection in her flat by physically being there. Do you know if the ambassadors are planning to keep a 24/7 watch over the Belarusian Nobel laureate?
Well, one way or the other, I think the exact modalities are best left somewhat unclear. They are clearly committed to trying to do what they can in order to protect her. She is an extremely well-respected person.